from your perspective, hip hop in Sacramento, past, present, and future.
Want to start with past?
Past first.
I think the past is probably more real than it is with the future right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know really to start because there's so much history, knowledge, and just words that need to be spoke, maybe not spoken, maybe just kept in forever. But I know when I first came out here, as far as hip-hop itself, they didn't want it up here. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, like, even with the hip-hop dancing, well, I remember it kind of started like 88, 89. Just the hip-hop dance itself, not the popping, pop locking, not the breaking, the locking somebody. Straight hip-hop dancing. I think I came up here like, to visit, probably like 1990, 89, 90. My mom was up here. But anyway, I wanted to come up here, you know, check out the scene. I think when I came up here, I remember what was it, like Lil Rascal's crew and what was the other crew? Chaos. Yep. The Chaos. I found them at a country club one time. Smashed. They probably ain't gonna say it, but that's smashed. Smashed. But anyway, I came up here, man, and was trying to, you know, just present hip hop. And you be talking about from Davis to Sacramento to Auburn to Roseville to whatever the area, all of Sacramento I hit. And I got rejected in almost every studio. So basically, it was kind of like not feeling the whole hip hop thing. I can also touch on something else. The Sacramento Kings, when I first came up here and got went to like being able to work with them, I used to work out of this place out on North Fair Oaks. What's that dance studio? Evasions or something like that? There was a gym across the street that the Sacramento Kings dancers used to go to. And basically, I couldn't really do no hip hop kind of. Well, actually, we couldn't use hip hop beats because it was so. We don't want to touch hip hop. It's Sacramento Kings. We're not into the hip hop thing. So we go back to kind of to the dance aspect of the dance studios. I went to almost every single dance studio you could think of, man. Nobody wanted to do it. Basically, it was just like we don't want to do that black dance. Nobody know hip hop. Nobody want to do hip hop. So I came out here to, even though you had kids on the street dancing, it was not at that point accepted in the dance studio. So I was like, what the heck? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. So there's only 2 studios at that time when I came out. It was probably about 90, 91. There's only 2 studios in all of the Sacramento region that let me come and do my thing. And that was Moves in Motion in Citrus Heights, right across the street from Sunrise Mall. It was in the little corner across the street. That studio there let me in, and then Step 1. And this is when Step 1 was on the other side. It wasn't where it's at right now. It was on the other side. So at that time, I went to that, started teaching there. It was cool, kind of cool, then wasn't cool. I don't want to go into too much detail about what happened at that studio back in the day with certain individuals, but I did learn one thing from all that, just you know, how to count. Other than that, nobody could teach me none as far as streets. So if I want to give props maybe to somebody, like I said, in LA, man, we just did it. We didn't just, nobody was worried about choreography back then. Even when we did do choreography, we wasn't counting on that. We was just going at it. LA Breakers was just doing it. But anyway, but the scene back then, like, so them 2 studios gave me the opportunity, and once they got wind, especially I started blowing up from Step 1 and then Moves in Motion, I started teaching like at all these studios. I'm talking about in Folsom. Any studio you can think of, I touched down. I was basically the first one out here to start teaching pop locking in the class. Start teaching breaking. They ain't had none of that shit. It was almost to a point where you couldn't even say hip hop. So I was like, okay, let's do hip hop, do street hip hop. You know, I started changing it up a little bit. I mean, if people want to know, man, it was like really rough coming to Sac, man, trying to get the hip hop scene going there, because the capital just wasn't happening. And if you look at the rap game back then too, it wasn't happening. So for guys like us, even though I'm from LA, I represent LA, I still come to Sac because Sac's still like my second home. So I'm gonna rep Sacramento all day long. And even my crew, everybody knows that. I'll talk about Sac since day one. I say, hey man, they got some dope cats out here, man. Nobody wanted to listen to me. So, you know, them days started going from 91, 92. Then next thing you know, this is when I met Ajax. Ajax and all them went to Rancho Cordova. They went to Cordova High. And there was another dude named Shadu. So I don't even know if anybody remembers Shadu, but Shadu used to dance with Ajax, and Ajax can vouch for this guy. Shadu was pretty dope. We talking about the Sac. Cats that were coming up from Sac back then, and then there was another group called Twisted Minds. You know what I'm saying? So some cats like all them cats. When I broke my leg, I broke my femur bone in Christmas Eve of 94. Somewhere around there, not even 94. It was 95 or something like that. I had a car accident, man. I broke my femur in like 3 places. They told me I wasn't gonna never ever dance again. Ever.
Damn.
Period. And what got me back in those days with Sac, man, was my big bro Drew. And then actually just them young kids from Sac. Them dudes just all come to my house, man. Ajax, Shadu, like about 20 of them B-boys used to be at my house over here in Rancho. Used to be at my house when I'm on my crutches. All them dudes is in there busting. Okay, nobody know all that, because I mean, that was history back then. Them dudes was in my garage. Tony T, OG, LA Breakers.
Mr. Moose is Drew?
Drew.
Yeah, so for people that don't know, Drew is Mr. Moose.
Oh, and by the way, right around that time too, I've been knowing Drew for like what? A long time. And he also had a part to do with Sacramento scene too. So me and him used to be going around here serving everybody like it wasn't nothing. Anybody came from Oakland, Frisco, and everybody came to Sac, they was getting served. We were smashing them. And a lot of people may not remember this, but California State Fair, I would say probably 93. And I think it was FM 102 there, and he went there, we was chilling, we was just kind of, you know, moving, doing our thing. They was playing, so me and him just started messing around, dancing, playing around. Next thing you know, we were maybe 15, 20 dudes came up, and we started having this big circle. They just decided they wanted to call somebody out. And Drew was like, hey man, we just chilling, man, we just having fun, we just trying to spread love and hip-hop. Of course, they went there. And so, in front of all those people, they got served. I gotta say served, they got served bad by 2 of us. I mean, that time I was married, my wife was like, what the heck? I was like, that's that LAB style right there. But I mean, I like that because that was like a real moment and like a real, like when you say battle, like a real battle, like in LA, we used to just battle on sight. Whether it was at the mall or it didn't matter. We just battle on sight. Like in LA, like you be at the bus stop, I shit you not. People would come and be like, hey, what's up, homie? We used to always carry our radio around, and it'd be on everywhere. It got to a point that we're breaking, pop locking. We got banned from the malls. You couldn't dance in the malls anymore. You go to jail. You couldn't dance on the streets. You go to jail because they thought we was fighting, or they thought, oh, here goes another gang banging thing. But we used to smash. When I say smash, we used to smash. But like for me, trying to tell all this stuff is just hard because there's just so much, man. Like, so I got so much info and knowledge in my head, man. This will take about maybe 18, 20 hours just to try and talk about all this stuff. But if you want to talk about just making a mark in Sacramento, how all this stuff got started, like, people just don't know their history, because I had a lot to do with what's going on in the sound. And then, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you grow older and you go old, and, like, people just don't know how much you did. Because I can tell you right now, if I was about 25 years younger, the way I was back then, that's why they call me Tony T. And the T is for Thor, because they used to have a lot of power in my dancing, and I was just fearless. I didn't care where we was at, who was around. I didn't care. I battled every single person, like everybody. You just check the history on LA Breakers, I'll tell you. The reason why LA Breakers is on the maps is because Tony T. I just had that fire. But then, you know, the years come, it's like you look at all the aspects of dance, and it's like I've gone through this phase with dancers, and this phase, and then this phase. It's like Sacramento was like at this point right here on point, and then it got to this point right here with Sac. To me, I felt like it was hot. Like I felt Sac was like on fire. I was like, okay, here's LA, here's Sac, and I mean, if you didn't think Sac was hot, why do you think Dr. Dre said in his songs like Sacramento, where you at? I mean, I tell you right there, Sac was on fire. So I was like, okay, at this point, especially the 90s going into the early 2000s, I thought, okay. I kept telling everybody, I said, man, y'all need to come to Sac. Come up here and battle people up here. I said, we got fire, we got heat up here. Everybody started catching wind. You know, it started being Flexible Flav, Legendary Steps. Like, all these crews started, like, you know, like popping up. And so, like when you say, like, okay, like, when I say I made a mark, like, nobody even imagined of doing pop locking in a class, a dance studio. People's like, what is that? Or when you say breaking, I don't say break dance, I say breaking because that's what we always call it. I think b-boy, I'm gonna tell y'all, b-boying, I don't know what that is. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. What is b-boying? Like, is it brown, a bird? What is it? I don't understand b-boying. I don't know where that came from. So me, as far as the West Coast pioneer, you'll never ever hear me say that word. I don't know what it is.
That's the East Coast thing.
I don't care if it's East Coast, worldwide, or whatever. It's breaking, plain and simple. That's coming from the West Coast. So you're like, oh, so by the way, you know, we're gonna take this b-boying class. What does that mean? I have no idea what it means. It's whack. So I'm gonna tell y'all right now, it's whack. I'm saying it's whack. Anyway, as far as just, like I said, just making a mark, if you're talking about, like, I spread out from soccer, like if you were talking about me, my teaching career, it started in Sacramento. You know what I'm saying? So if you say Sacramento, like 30, 40 dance studios, I done hit. Even Davis, I used to do classes at Davis before anybody was even doing hip-hop classes at Davis. I was up there doing it. Nobody was doing no hip-hop at Sacramento State. I did that first. So I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when people don't know their history, they don't know nothing. Everybody's dancing around and thinking, oh, you know, where it started, or these people started this, and that. I'm just telling you right now, I'll put it on film right now. They didn't. I bought my butt out here from LA and tried to get this scene popping here. You know what I'm saying? And if you even go back and ask all these people that own these studios now, they even own the studios right now, they'll say, oh yeah, Tony came through here, Tony here, 20 years ago, 25 years ago, Tony T was here. I was here, I was there, and then I just started branching out in the Central Valley, hit Stockton, Tracy, Modesto, like all of it. So
with that, being like the first dude to really put Sac on like that, how do you feel about the respect level that you get now?
I think for the most part, majority of people respect what I've done. They really don't know their history, but I know a lot of OGs that do get this. I can say for me, I never stopped dancing. And I think that was one of the problems, you know, even with the OGs, like all these guys that are coming back out now. I'm like, man, like, I was a dancer since I was born. I've been dancing since I was like 3 years old. I've never stopped. I was at a point back in the day, it was like, oh man, what you gonna be doing? You gonna spin it on your head when you like 30? It was like Sammy Davis Jr., them dudes, that tap dancing was a street dance. They were still doing it when they're in their 60s and 70s. I can't be a b-boy. I can't be a pop locker for life. I can't do locking if I'm 30. You know, but from the time I was like 14 when I got in LA Breakers, man, till right now, if you saying from when I was 14 so I was like 22 years old, I was a ghetto superstar. And if you're talking about how many people we've been around or what I've danced for or people that I've been involved with, it's crazy. So when people see me, they just don't know. I said, all the stuff you guys are doing now, man, I was doing it back then. It's just the level, the internet and all that stuff makes it even better for everybody now. Back then, I ain't have all that. I learned from the streets. Straight up. I learned from the streets. Everything I learned, I didn't see no video. I never had no video to watch. I just watched OGs on the street. You know what I'm saying? I learned the South Central, then I moved from South Central, I moved to Compton. You know what I'm saying? When I got to Compton, I learned a lot of stuff from all these Compton poppers. You know, but my basis started in South Central. So it's like when you say level, like people respect, it's like I got to a point where I felt like the respect wasn't there. Because if you ain't calling me or Fresh, you know, or Drew, or people like that to come and judge or come do workshops or participate, man, just because, you know, we helped start this and you think most of us still can't dance, I can still dance, bro. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? I keep myself in shape. I try to eat right. And it's just, that's just me. It's my life, man. I ain't gonna never stop dancing. I don't know what else to do. You know what I'm saying? So people do that. You know, it's like, oh, you don't get called. And it's like certain people get, you know, because they popular and they on YouTube and this and that. It's like, I feel like the level of respect is, I'm kind of half and half on it. For some other OGs, now I feel like they get dissed. They get dissed real hard.
Because they're not still active.
They're not active. But even the ones that are active, it's still like, you know, blocking. It's blocking. Well, they didn't start this already. But I can tell you right now, there's been so many moves I done did through the last 35 years that I see people doing. What I'm gonna say? I can't just say, oh man, that was my move. Oh yeah, man, I did that. And everybody look at my nephew, look at Malik. I mean, we started with this dude when he was like 4 years old. I got video footage of this dude just doing a cartwheel. That's all he knew how to do.
Malik is schizo.
That's all he knew how to do. I got footage right now where he was just starting out. All he did was watch me. That's all he did.
I did the same thing.
That's all he
came
did.
up quick.
All he did, man. So that's why, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to a level, man, where, like, say, like, hey, Tony T wants you to come judge, or we want you to come to this competition, this and that, and people want you to dance. Like, if you've been a level, man, where you've been in entertainment and you dance, you get paid for it, then you want that respect. You know, I felt like a rag doll. I'm just gonna come here and just dance for what? So you can look at me and then take what I got, and now I'm gonna dance for free? So you notice, like, through the years, I come to the events like, hey, Tony G, I'm like, man, you got me messed up, bro. I'm more of a professional than that. I'm not gonna just be, oh, okay, I'm gonna go dance. Oh, yes, master, you know what I mean? Like, that's not me. So, you know, I mean, sometimes having that attitude kind of hurt me in a way, but then it didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because I was still respecting myself. I'm like, man, look. Especially anybody at LA Breakers is OG. If nobody's asking us to do something or come and want to learn from us or, you know, want us to participate and stuff, that's their loss. That's the reason why we haven't really done no interviews or really talking. That's like, if you think about all the crews besides Rocksteady and New York City Breakers or, you know, Body Mechanics crew or like all these other crews back in the day, Air Force crew, if you look at it right now, how many crews are still here to this day? Besides Rocksteady, LA Breakers are still here, bro. We're still here, we're still active. If you look at all the big dancers that came to this crew, they all became superstars after they touched down with LA Breakers. Look at Ronnie Ruin, LA Breakers. Y'all wanna know who the Koreans was looking at? Who they was looking at when they started checking this out? LA Breakers. They got a tape from Fresh that Fresh sent to Korea. Them dudes started looking at LA Breakers. Not saying that they didn't look at the East Coast cast, but they was looking at LA Breakers. Plain and simple. So
that's crazy.
You know, like I said, if we want to go back to the sax scene right now, man, I think the sax scene is whack. I think that they people that should have had love for each other separated and didn't stay together, and then you had all these other crews start developing and people started hating on each other, and then if you look at it, people see that in the dance scene, they're going like, okay, well, this guy was in this crew, these guys are here, now they not friends no more. Oh, these dudes in this crew, you know what? I've never ever in my life crew hopped. I've been in LA Breakers since day one. Have I had people ask me to be in their crews or help represent? Yeah. But have I ever crew hopped? I mean, I've been in the same crew for like 37 years.
But the difference now is there's no crew stuff. It's more like dance teams and collegiate teams. And
well, you know, let's go back. Let's do dance team. I'm gonna have it right now. 1999, I came on with a dance group called Floor Mechanics. Now, if you think about let me see what year I could go from. Let's just go from 99 to 2005, 6. You go from 1999, man. I don't know if I could say this, I'm gonna just say it anyway, but I was probably the first person that had 40 to 50 dancers on my squad. And all the little urban jams and all that other stuff, when I started teaching the dance, I started going to all these competitions. And I came with a squad and all we wore was Adidas All-Stars with fat laces, tan dickies, with white t-shirts, with bandanas, with hats, and the first shirt said Floor Mechanics Crew. And when we used to go to all these competitions, everybody used to look at us like, oh, look at these game breakers. Now trust me, I was the only brother. But I had a whole crew of all different races in my crew. And they was like, why have you got so many dancers? It ended up being that way. So I started going to all these competitions. Yeah, one day I'd have 25, and another day I'd have 40. And we go do shows all over. Even in the SAC, I'm gonna tell you right now, even in the SAC in them early days, it wasn't no big dance crews out here doing it like I was doing it. All this stuff, downtown SAC, old Sacramento, I was performing, bringing them crews out here. And then I just took over the whole Central Valley. I was all in Vallejo, everywhere with this dance crew with like 50 dancers. Now, all of a sudden, I'm gonna say slutting, all of a sudden, you start seeing crews with like 20 dancers. Now I got a document where I got pictures where I got at least 40 dancers and we posed up. I'm talking about me in the middle with a line of people with 10 people doing freezes. Photo shoots. Floor Mechanics Group. And I'm going around with all these dancers. Everybody thought I was crazy. And next thing you know, what happened? Everybody started having big dance groups. Now you know Jabberwocky cats, right? Now one of the dudes used to be affiliated with the Urban Jam thing, right? Okay, when we first went there, and I went up in that piece, and them dudes was like, who's these thugs? Now mind you, I'm the only brother. But I had them dressed straight street. Took a first here, we took a second here, we took a first there, we took a first there, had my little kids. I mean, I was the one that started having like little kids just bust. And I started getting sponsors and all kinds of stuff. So I'm just what I'm saying on this point is it just seemed funny. Like after a while, I start seeing all these big dance teams. I'm just saying. I'm not saying I'm the one that started, but I'm just saying. If you're talking about from 1999 through those years, because I was going to all these concerts with the Spotlight. What's all the other ones? I was going to all of them. Spotlight, Urban Jam, whatever those competitions are affiliated with a dance studio, I went straight street. When I say them dudes, a couple of them dudes was from the Jabberwockies was affiliated with Urban Jam. And I guess they got mad because I guess I didn't want to bust with them, so they was, I ain't gonna say they got upset about it. I just felt like I was on a whole different level back then. But anyway, I'm just saying now you see big crews.
Yeah.
Which to me is just funny because you're not gonna go on tour with no big crew. They gonna take like what, 2 dancers out of your whole 25 squad or 30 squad. Like, oh, we gonna get this big contract? No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not gonna get no big contract. Dancing, street dancing is the hardest dance, man. It's a profession to make happen. And there's only certain individuals where they get lucky because of YouTube. And there's other people that I feel should get more props. Like I said, like our OGs. Just remember this, man. I never, ever stopped dancing. The only time I stopped dancing is when I had that accident and I broke my femur.
Last question. Who is the OGs that would be your OGs?
Real talk?
Yeah.
Like South Central?
Yeah.
Rolling 60 Crips. It's my hood, but that's when I wouldn't say first started seeing popping, but that's kind of where I got wind of it. Like, okay, I've seen the Crocus X, I've seen the Dickies, I've seen the fedora hats, the Pendletons, and well, really, I was like dancing before that because I think I started like 74, like 1974. I started dancing, and the thing that really made me want to just get down for the rest of my life, I seen this OG. And to this day, I still don't know how he did this move. But anyway, I'm sitting in my window on 7th Avenue, and this dude's about a whole bunch of them on the corner just getting down. They popping like Zap. And it's slapping. I'm out there looking. I'm like, dang, that's tight. You know, I'm like looking like, dang, I want to be like that, man. So the OG got up, man, he did something like, what did this dude do? I'll tell you, there's 2 stories. He came out, man, he just said, boom, right? And then he did like something like, he took his hand here like that, and he turned this way, and then his head turned that way. I'm not gonna lie, bro, I could have sworn this dude, he floated across the concrete. I swear to you, it looked like his feet was off the ground, bro. Like he was floating. But he was actually just like, I was like, what the heck? So I'm like, did this dude, is he floating in the air? Dude, I was tripping out, man. He was like, clack, clack, boom, boom, clack, clack. And then he just, like, floated. And right there, I was just like, dang. And this was a bunch of gangbangers, man. That's all they did. Gangbang and pop lock. That's what I remember. Gangbangers, pop lock. And this falls on a choke pop locking. So that was right there for them OGs made me want to get down. And then it was the YMCA. I'm over there in South Central, man. And of course I don't know how to swim, but I was trying to learn how to swim. And the song that these dudes was popping off of was looking for that good stuff. Yeah, I goes, dude, I'm not, when you say I bit something, okay, I was only probably like, 11 years old, but I bit it and I still do the moves this day. But they started, man, it was 3 of them, man, and they just had they things and they was like, when they was doing their head twist like that, wave, he was popping back. And you know how he goes. So if you ever seen where that song, they was on. I have never seen nobody as far as pop lock and do this where they made their body go boom, 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 boom. That's when I first seen that kind of movement. That's when I knew. I thought you could just do waves like this and all that, but I didn't know you could just take your whole neck, whatever they was doing, pop it, hit back, boom, and then pop, and then hit back, and then they just did it again. But they did it on that. And that's when I learned how to just hit. Them dudes showed me, they say, hey man, pop locking is all about hitting. If you don't have no hard hits, you're not pop locking. You can do all the waves, touch, all that, with all this finger stuff they're doing now, but if you don't have no just straight hits, I hate to tell people, man, if you're a pop locker or you popping, man, you gotta have hits. You can do all that animation style and all that, whatever, but them hits, that's what makes you a real pop locker right there, man. Them
What's the difference between pop locking and popping?
They the same. You know what? Well, I learned the pop lockers from the gangbangers, the gangsters, the Crips and the Bloods, the Don Moves, you know what I'm saying? They call it pop locking. People want to know, oh, what do you call it pop locking? I call it that, so that's what I was told. That's what they were doing. It's not. There's no difference. Popping. I mean, you're gonna say popping, okay, popping. Street dancers here, you're gangbangers / street dancers. They call it pop locking. So when people go, oh, it's the same thing. It's just that's just a different word. People want to say, oh, why do you put locking in it? Well, locking is its own entity. It's its own dance. It ain't got nothing to do with pop locking. That's just where the gangbangers come. So people want to like at least confirm that it's the Crips and the Bloods said that.
So when somebody says, oh, I do pop locking, you can tell they're from a gangbang background.
I wouldn't say that, but back then, yeah. When it was pop locking, you would say, yeah, that's what it was, because that's what I watched. I watched gangbangers do that, and that's what I saw, and that's what I was taught, and that's what I learned. There was no video, there was no YouTube, there was no nothing. I watched with my eyes. I watched everything. I watched everything. I watched everybody. And you look at that, and then me just growing up with Michael Jackson, them days, it was a rap. I was like, okay, I'm gonna be a street dancer.
Are you guys almost done?
Yeah, we almost done. You a street dancer too. You just don't act like you want to get down. Give me a kissy. So yeah, man. I mean, like I said, man, I could go on and on, but like I said, if you just go back to Sacramento, I think it's lost. To be honest with you. It'd be like cats like you, man, trying to keep it alive. I'm gonna tell you where it got lost. Remember when Chris was doing all them events? Once everybody started hating on that and Chris stopped doing that, it went down, bro. Yeah, it went down. I'm gonna be honest with you. It went down when Chris stopped doing them events, cause you know, then you do events, you know, people, you know. I don't like the haterism here in Sacramento when people are trying to, you know, have an opportunity to try to keep the street and the hip hop and everything alive here, and I don't understand why you got to get hated on because you want to do that. It's so stupid to me because there's so much money everybody could just make instead of just coming together, man, and squashing everything and just being cool. Everybody wants to be about themselves. Well, I got to be the biggest choreographer. I got to be this and that. At the end of the day, what's gonna happen when you hurt yourself? I broke my femur in 3 places. I'm still dancing. Blessed. I'm blessed to be dancing this long. You know what I'm saying? I just turned 49, bro. I never stop. So, you know, I got to stay in shape when I'm older. But if you want to go rounds, if you get me in an area, we're going to go rounds, I'll tell you this right now, I guarantee you it's going to be very hard to beat me because I got so many styles. If I just get in a circle and we just going, once I start feeling it, then Fresh was here, Fresh will tell you. Fresh will be like, man, this dude get in a circle, when he just goes and he's relaxed, it's a wrap, bro. I got too much. I got too many styles. I mean, it'd be really hard to beat me at my age right now. I'm just saying right now. You can come with all that and you do power moves and all this. I'm like, okay, that's nice, that's good, but I'm about to smash you with my old ass. Real talk.
Crazy part is, I know it's true.
Real talk. People gonna be like, okay, this dude, hello, what the hell? I got moves like that. Oh, okay. And then people gonna start trying to pull out the artillery. Go ahead. I will dance for a long time. So, like I said, hey, Sac, y'all need to get some unity or something, bro. Y'all need to get back to where we had it, because it's dead. And all that hating on each other, man, it don't do nothing but make the city look whack. You know what I'm saying? Because all the other cities in the world is looking at it. Sacramento at a point where the whole world knew about Sacramento. They wasn't just saying, oh, we gonna come to LA. No, they was like, going to LA, let's go to Sac, let's go to the Bay. Now they kind of like LA, it's kind of getting bypassed a little bit. You don't see nobody up here trying to come to Sac, man, or what happened to all the events we used to have. So, past was good. 90s, all that was pretty dope. talking about 2006, 7, 8, going all there to right now. It's just quick, whack. So you got people like this man trying to keep it going, and people want to hate on him. And he ain't got to say nothing. I'm going to say it. Why y'all hating on Brandon like that, man? It's not right. He been doing it for a long time too, putting in work just like I put in work. So, when the time comes, when you get my age, then you're gonna be like, man, look how much work you did and see how much respect you're gonna get. Because people just hate, bro. They just hate. When people don't know where the dance originated, when it started, and they trying to take it and make it their own, I'm just gonna tell you right now, African Americans started all this, bro. I'm gonna just put it on tape. We started with us. Y'all should just respect it and give the respect is due. Everybody wants to just be like, oh, we created this, oh, we that, we this, we that. They need some unity, bro. Real talk. Anyway, it's Tony T, LA Breakers, world famous LA Breakers.
Yes.
1982 till now. That's not all the history, but they tried to catch me off guard or whatever, but it's all good. Half of it probably don't even make sense, but it's whatever.
All right, y'all. Thanks for coming out. God bless you. Good night.